Honorable members, consistent with the parameters of the state 2023 to 2025 medium-term expenditure framework, MTEC, and FSP, fiscal strategy paper, previously approved by this assembly, it is my honor and duty to once more present for the careful consideration and approval of this House the budget proposal of our dear state for the year 2020. In fulfillment of provisions of Section 121 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and in accordance with well-established custom. Let me commence by thanking Mr. Speaker and honorable members of this House for availing yourselves of these critical assignments under the most inclement circumstances. It is a demonstration of your dedication to duty and fidelity to the people of Bayelsa State that you are serving. In the last few weeks, as noted by you, Mr. Speaker, all of us have been facing the consequences of unparalleled and catastrophic flooding. Vast proportions of our state have been submerged under ravaging flood waters. I have traversed several parts of the state on foot, by water, and by air, to have a first-hand experience of the situation, and the tragedy is the same everywhere. Critical infrastructure, including roads, bridges, schools, and hospitals, have been severely damaged. The state has been cut off by road from the rest of the country, as sections of the east-west road on both the rivers and Delta State axis have been destroyed in several portions. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, more than 400 communities are inundated, over 1.5 million people displaced, and a number of deaths recorded. The entire state has become an internally displaced camp, and our people are constrained to live or survive in desperate circumstances. No one is immune. I wish to pay a special tribute to those who lost their lives during the flood, particularly Mr. Ernest Peremobowe, a footballer who died rescuing people from a capsized boat in Yenagoa. Mr. Speaker, may I, at this juncture, request this honorable House to observe a minute's silence in honor of our brothers and sisters who died during this flood. May their souls rest in eternal peace. My thoughts and prayers are with all Bayelsans at these difficult and trying times. The goodwill, unbridled charity, and unfettered solidarity of Bayelsans is simply very amazing. The resilience and courage of our people at this difficult period of our collective despair has been, to say the least, inspiring. I can say that whereas we are hard-pressed on every side, we are not crushed. We are perplexed, but not despaired. The true quality of the authentic Ijaw spirit has once again been made manifest. To mitigate the effect of flooding, our government has set up a state task force on flood mitigation and management that has been providing relief materials of food, medical supplies, and other palliatives to affected persons, including those at the internally displaced camps across the 8 local government areas, and these are transported only by water and air. At this point, may I seize this opportunity to appreciate the Nigerian Air Force for their help in lifting supplies. We also appreciate the Traders Association here in Bayelsa State and the petroleum marketers for their understanding, which has helped to curtail price inflation in the state after we engaged them and setting up task forces. In view of the enormous impact of the flood, we have also set up a post-flood management committee headed by His Excellency, the Deputy Governor, for our recovery plan, including but not limited to reconstruction of damaged infrastructure, food security, and other humanitarian challenges. This is urgently required to enable our people return to normal life. In this budget, provision will be made for post-flood management. Furthermore, while we continue to engage with the federal government for their intervention, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I will establish a special directorate for the management of flood and erosion control to provide technical guides to flooding, erosion, sustainable development, relationship with our environment and other environmental challenges in our dear state. This 2023 appropriation bill takes into consideration citizens/stakeholders' input, which culminated into the public interactive session held on the 22nd of September 2022 to ensure that Bayelsans have an opportunity to contribute their ideas to crafting our shared prosperity. Consequently, this proposal is christened the Budget of Sustainable Reconstruction 2023. Review of the year 2022 budget. As at September 30th, our income and expenditure performance is put at 70.7% for 9 months. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we have prudently implemented the 2022 budget of sustainable growth and made noteworthy headway in executing several capital-intensive projects for the benefit of our people and to the glory of God. In addition, we embarked on other major initiatives that have positively impacted human capacity development and empowerment of our dynamic youth and resourceful women. We have continued to fulfill our obligations to the public servants by the prompt payment of salaries, pensions, and gratuities, while simultaneously building physical infrastructure across the entire state. We hope that the interventions we have made towards the welfare of civil service will be reciprocated with higher productivity and commitment to work. At this point, with your kind indulgence, Mr. Speaker, I would like to briefly mention some of the programs that we have undertaken in the elapsing fiscal year. 1. The 22.2-kilometer Yenagwa-Oporoma-Ukubie Road project has already been asphalted close to Angiama community. The bridge across the Silver River at Agobri community is about 90% completed. Work on Angiama-Oporoma Bridge is ongoing and adequately funded. The continuation of the 42-kilometer stretch of the Sagbama-Ekeremo Road is noteworthy. Already, the asphalting of the road has reached Aleibiri community in Ekeremo local government area. It is scheduled to be completed within the first quarter of 2023. Work is progressing on one lane and median of the 21-kilometer Igbogene AIT Elebele Outer Ring Road. Two sections of the road, Igbogene to Okake and Imiringi to Elebele roundabouts, have been completed, while work is ongoing on the two remaining sections of the lane. The construction of the Nembe Brass Road, conceived over 7 decades ago, is now ongoing. The first phase of the road covers 21 kilometers with 10 bridges, with a completion timeline of 24 months. Over 19 kilometers has been cleared and more work is in progress. We are advancing the construction of the Glory Drive from Igbogene to Onopa. The current phase of 10.2 kilometers already linking the Tombia-Amasoma Road is near completion. These contractors are fully funded. Several healthcare facilities are being completed for the benefit of our people, while the scope of the Bayelsa health insurance scheme has been expanded to cover all citizens of Bayelsa State. It has been an outstanding success in all aspects of sports, including sporting events for the physically challenged. Our investments in sports are paying off, and clearly, sports remain one sure way to bring prosperity to our youths. As we speak, Mr. Speaker, our girls, the Bayelsa United, in faraway Morocco, just yesterday, made this country proud and made Bayelsa State proud. There is a revolution happening in this sector. As our athletes and sporting teams are making Bayelsa proud both at the national and international levels. Our performance in the educational sector has been equally stellar. We are building new technical colleges across the state in line with our policy, which now centers on science and technical education. 5 new model secondary schools have been established in Yenagoa, the state capital, to address the issue of increased enrollment. With the support and resources made available to our tertiary institutions, I'm happy, Mr. Speaker, to announce to you that almost all the academic programs in these institutions have been accredited. We are providing empowerment and new skills to our people at various levels. While we are investing in training and providing starter packs to trainees in different skills, the government is also selecting 210 small and medium-scale business owners, 2 persons from each ward every month, to support each of them with the sum of 200,000 naira to grow their businesses. Agriculture remains the flagship of our government of prosperity in a deliberate move to diversify our economy. The government is training young Bayelsans in different aspects of farming, including food processing, and we have continued to support our local farmers with inputs, tools, and fertilizers where necessary. Mr. Speaker, even our most ardent critics have been awed by the audacity, magnitude, and quality of the undertaking of your government of prosperity. It is the Lord's doing, and it's marvelous in our eyes. 2023 budget. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the popular expression is those who fail to plan to fail. And that is why we carefully prepared the 2023 budget of sustainable growth and reconstruction for your judicious and expeditious consideration. Secondly, we will continue building new physical infrastructure and restore those that have been damaged by the frauds for the benefit of our citizens. And thirdly, we will continue to improve our civil service in order to enhance their professionalism. For the actualization of these objectives, we are proposing a budget with a total estimate of 385 billion 211 million 578,924 naira only, which is to be funded from the following sources. FAC receipts, 153 billion 511 million 578,924 naira, representing 40%. 13% derivation, 148 billion naira, representing 39%. Internally generated revenue, IGR, 20 million 20 billion, representing 5%. Grants, 16 billion 700 million naira, representing 4%. Loans, 47 billion, representing 12 million. Totaling up the sum of 385 billion 211 million 578,924 naira. Our proposed expenditure for the 2023 fiscal year is listed below. Personnel costs, 63 billion 380 million 462,314 naira. Overhead costs, 95 billion 458 million 276,060 naira. Capital expenditure, 167 billion 545 million 670 naira 784 naira. 1,784 naira. Pensions and gratuities, 14 billion 711 million 977,155 naira. Public debt servicing, 33 billion 700 million 78,838 naira. Contributory pension to RDAs and SUBEB and others, 4 billion 738 million 460,935 naira. Planning reserve, 5 billion 678 million 652,838 naira. Mr. Speaker, let me indulge you with the breakdown of the estimates in some sectors. 1. Works and infrastructure, 77 billion 924 million 36,522 naira 84 kobo. Education, 40 billion 458 million 946,106 naira 56 kobo. Agriculture, 14 billion 199 million 35,159 naira 54 kobo. Environment, 13 billion 842 million 798,660 naira kobo. Health, 12 billion 526 million 740,384 naira 50 kobo. Lands and housing, 7 billion 278 million 793,419 naira 76 kobo. Information, 6 billion 319 million 745,4 475 naira 38 kobo. Local government and community development, 5 billion 793 million 953,377 naira 69 kobo. Transport, 5 billion 322 million 263,457 naira 84 kobo. Youth and sports, 4 billion 610 million 852,225 naira 84 kobo. Trade and investment, 2 billion 844 million 222,712 naira 84 kobo. Power, 2 billion 54 million 703,056 naira 84 kobo. Details are in the full estimates to be laid here today. Whereas it will be off-season for the governorship election in Bayelsa State next year, the majority of the country, including Bayelsa, will return to the polls, while the elections will be along party lines. The challenges that confront us, eradication of poverty and disease, providing health care and education, and generally making the lives of citizens better, are all apolitical. As we go into the 2023 electioneering season, I wish candidates all the best. Let me also reiterate my conviction, as I have frequently stated, that power ultimately comes from God Almighty. Let us compete hard but very fairly to one another. The Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, I beg to move that this August House approve this budget for the 2023 fiscal year. Thank you for your kind attention, and God bless you.